The failure of the National Prosecuting Authority to act swiftly and vigorously against those involved in state capture has been widely criticized. Now, the NPA has finally acted, with numerous people being rounded up today. That is, we're joined by Wayne Duvenage, who is the CEO of the organization Undoing Tax Abuse, also known as OUTA. Wayne, good evening. You've long been calling for arrest to be effected. Are you satisfied?
Well, we're satisfied that things are starting to happen now. The wheel is starting to turn. It's been slow, but this is a good move. The momentum is starting. I think this week we saw Richard Ndlule and now spending time in prison. Eventually, everybody thought a while ago he wouldn't go. We have this asbestos heist gang that's been taken to task. We believe there are more coming, more announcements coming tomorrow. And so this is a good move. Still too little, but a very, very positive move. I think to the cynics who've always said nothing's going to happen, they need to watch this space.
What are your biggest concerns right now about the extent to which what we're seeing could potentially lead to actual convictions?
No, I think these cases are strong. The NPA has been very meticulous in building these cases. So I think that when you start seeing these arrests taking place, you can be confident that they will pan out into jail time. So we look forward to more. There's a number of cases been laid against so many people, and we know these institutions in the criminal justice system have been hollowed out, and they are still undercapacitated. That's why it's taking so long. But we get a good sense that the wheel is turning in the right direction now.
Of course, one of the things that witnesses, especially those who might be implicated in some of this criminality, who are yet to go before the Zondo Commission of Inquiry, may very well think, I'm not going there after all because I don't want to see myself behind bars.
Well, they're going to be subpoenaed and summoned, as we hear Raymond Zondo now mentioning. You cannot just ignore the Zondo Commission, but I think a lot of these cases and matters have facts and evidence given to the NPA long before the Zondo Commission as well. So it's not just all about the Zondo Commission. This is about work that's been done for many years by civil society, by the police themselves, by others. Yeah, the arm of law is long, sometimes very slow, but this I think the country should start celebrating. This is very, very good news.
Do you not see the possibility of other witnesses taking the position as former President Jacob Zuma has in this matter and come up with a reason for why he feels he's not going to appear before the commission, that there will be other witnesses who could potentially use the same strategy to avoid having to go to the commission simply because what they say there could well land them in hot water too?
You see, it's not their choice. If the Zondo Commission has enough evidence and requests that they attend, if they don't, they will be subpoenaed and summoned to be there. So they can't ignore it. They can try. They can slow the process down. But be that as it may, even beyond the Zondo Commission, the evidence that has been presented at the Zondo Commission is evidence that the NPA will have anyway or will get their hands on. So I think trying to stay away from the Zondo Commission with the Stalingrad tactics that Jacob Zuma and others are trying to do is not going to get them anywhere. I think it's going to put them into more hot water.
So effectively, you don't foresee a situation where the commission is collapsed because witnesses are simply refusing to appear before it because they're also now seeing the consequences of the evidence that they may have to answer to?
No, I don't think so. They might try to. The Zondo Commission is nearing the end of its time. It's long overdue already. It's trying to wrap up. It's, whether it will be extended again because there's still a lot of outstanding work. We don't know whether people try and avoid getting there. But I don't think that's going to stop the process. It might slow it down a little bit. But if they have those ideas, they will be summoned, we are sure, because Zondo has recently sent a strong message to those who try and slow the process down and not arrive, that he's not going to tolerate that. And this is good news. He should have done it a long time ago, by the way.
One of the things that social commentators have observed about South Africa is what they phrase as a dying civil society, that the civil society movement is not as strong, nor is it as unified as it has been at certain moments in this country's history. When you take a look at the work that you are doing as OUTA, and you look at the work of other organizations, how important has that been, even to a commission like the State Capture Commission being established, and some of the other work, of course, that is taking place in different courts, in different institutions, that is being pushed by civil society?
Yeah, look, I think civil society is very strong. It works in different areas. It has different. Each organization has different strengths. Some are small, some are larger. But you know, Open Secret Society, the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, Corruption Watch, Section 27, Helen Suzman Foundation. The list is long. And we do collaborate, we do work together. You see very often joint statements. You remember in 2017, the marches that took place across the country. There was a civil society-driven march under Sipho Petiana's movement, OUTA, and Section 27, and the unions. So I think we've come a long way. We're not fragmented at all, but we do our own work in our own spaces because we have our own mandates, boards, agendas, and so forth. But collectively, civil society has put a lot of pressure on the ruling party and government to start changing its ways. And I think we're seeing that wheel starting to turn in the right direction as well.